Censored spoilers. Welcome to my desk. Today we're working on something pretty cool, something that you don't really see taken apart very often, and I did take it apart for one very good reason. It's the ChuanQi single-cylinder tractor engine. You can see the head over there, the fuel tank, and the water tank, and all the parts, which I'll get to in a second. First off, here's the block. This is not coming off because you can see the copious amounts of glue, but there's your spot where your gears sit, your crankshaft, the other side your sleeve, and of course the spot where you typically fill out your oil pan. Your camshaft sits up there. We'll get to that. That's also really cool. Yeah, no, this is your block. Real cool. I took it apart because when I took out the oil pan, inside the oil pan was a good, and I mean a good pile of shinies. I know that engines, as they break in, will deposit some metallic bits, but this was a lot. And I mean a lot, not only inside the oil pan, but also where the camshaft was sitting. So I took it apart because I did not want to risk destroying this engine. And I certainly cannot afford to send this all the way over to China for them to just clean it and send it back. It's not worth it. And I've got plenty of experience with this, plenty of tips and tricks so I can put it back together exactly how it is, and I will be able to. Here is the crankshaft and the connecting rod. This is just pressed together, rides on this pin, and the connecting rod is just riding on needle bearings. Really cool, super simple, super smart. This appears to be, I want to say this is steel, because it's shiny on the inside and it's coated as if it's brass, but I doubt it's brass. I think it's just a hardened steel rod. In order to get this out without trying to force these apart inside the block, which I do not recommend you do, there's these bits here. This rides on the inside because there are spacers, and then this roller bearing will come out when you get this clip out, and when this pops out you can push the piston back, and you're going to need to, because you want to get to that clip there. And yes, it is a 3-ring setup, 2 compression, 1 oil control ring. Really cool. There's really no wear on it. There's very faint marks and lines, but I'm sure that's normal. I can see some rub marks right there, but that looks typical. The sleeve is just fine. I don't feel any marks with my finger, which is really good news. I was really worried. Super cool. You pull this clip out, you pull out the wrist pin and the other, it's not a bearing, but they're really well fit together, and it just rides on those. And when you do that, you can push the piston back forward, and then this will come out, and you'll do the reverse order when you put it back in. So don't try and force this apart, because you can break things, bend it, lose the needle bearings, and you'll be in a world of hurt. It's all apart now. I'm going to get all of this cleaned up. Everything's labeled. Idle gear with its marks, corresponding marks that needs it. Same for its camshaft. The intake and exhaust and all the valve train setup is in this baggie. And it does, like the toy V8, use a really big push rod and a ball bearing. Really cool. The covering plate with all of its corresponding screws. Your crank gear and the nut for that. This plate holds all the gears on. Well, I wouldn't say holds them on, but it, keeps them from moving. Your balancing weight gears are in here, and yes, they do have washers on either side of them. Don't get those mixed up. Your valve train cap with your decompression lever. Your whole kill switch. I'm going to redo it because it's coming apart. The wires are a little bit too long, so I'm going to, shrink those down a little bit. Oil pan, your typical stuff, the fun stuff. Your feet here. I had to use pliers to get those bolts loose. I might just use that pre-drilled hole right there so I can get a tool in there and actually screw them on and off. I won't need to, but your pull to start, and I put the locking key and the 2 locking nuts for the flywheel in there. The camshaft is really cool. I never saw anything like this before. It's actually just on a double-sided flat plane, and it's all movable. It's hard to see when it's in a bag, but these are scootable. All of them scoot, so you got to make sure that you put them in the right orientation. And I did put a dot for said, there it is, said orientation, so I don't get that mixed up. Everything's been photographed, video, stuff like that. Here's the front cover. So this engine's really simple, really well built. I love it. I'm going to get this all cleaned up and start assembling it. I do need to make a new head gasket, and I'm also going to tap all the holes and chase the threads, so it's all cleaned up, and this engine should be just fine. Really great. Absolutely love this engine, especially for the price of it. Thanks for watching. You probably think that this is pointless, but something I wanted to do, and after a good bit of running, it's something that should be done. Just to check all the parts, make sure they're good. I already got the valve lashes, so we're good to go. I'm going to continue to work on this, and yeah, see ya.